Let's get right into it. Number 10, the red light. When you're running late and hit every single red light, you sit there, engine running, absolutely no cars in sight, staring at this tiny red bulb. That red light is just a colored bulb in a metal box. It has no force field, no laser beams, no army of tiny traffic cops inside. Physically, nothing is stopping you from just driving through it. The only reason red lights work is because we all agree they work. It's basically a giant game of pretend that we're all playing together. Like how paper money only has value because we all agree it does. This collective belief is so strong that we'll sit at a red light at 3 a.m. in the middle of nowhere, with no other cars around. We'll wait there, having a full conversation with ourselves about why we're waiting, thinking a cop might be hiding somewhere, or someone's coming and we just can't see them. And the craziest part is this system works across different countries, cultures, and languages. You could be in Tokyo, Moscow, or Rio de Janeiro. Red still means stop. It's like we all signed this invisible contract saying the colored light is the boss of us now. But when people stop believing, things change. When one person runs a red light, it's dangerous. When the collective agreement starts to break down, you get pure chaos. Number 9, paper money. That dollar bill in your wallet is literally just a piece of paper with some fancy ink on it. But you can trade this piece of paper for a burger, or shoes, or even a car if you have enough of them. The wild part is, it's a shared delusion we've all decided to accept. Back in the day, money was backed by gold. You could walk into a bank with your paper money and say, "Hey, I'd like my gold, please," and they'd actually give you real gold in exchange. Not anymore. In 1971, President Nixon ended that. Now our money is called fiat currency. It has value because the government says so and we all accept it. In 1923, Germany printed so much money that people were literally using it as wallpaper. Kids were playing with blocks of cash because the paper was worth more as a toy than as money. People would go to restaurants with wheelbarrows full of cash, and while they were eating, thieves would steal the wheelbarrow and dump out the worthless money. If everyone woke up tomorrow and decided these green pieces of paper aren't worth anything anymore, the whole system would collapse. Your bank account would become just a bunch of numbers on a screen. Those numbers in your retirement account would be digital fairy dust. But we all keep believing, because the alternative would be chaos. Number 8, diamonds. Diamonds. The ultimate symbol of love, luxury, and forever. Diamonds are about as rare as grains of sand on a beach. These sparkly rocks are so common that mining companies have entire warehouses full of them. It's like having a garage full of PS5s, but telling everyone they're super rare to keep the price high. Back in the 1930s, a company called De Beers looked at their mountain of diamonds and figured out how to make people pay a fortune for something they had too much of. They invented the idea that you need to spend 2 months' salary on an engagement ring. 2 months' salary. That's like saying you need to spend 2 months' worth of rent on a pizza because someone convinced you it's traditional. That famous slogan, "A diamond is forever," was cooked up by a copywriter named Frances Garrity in 1947. She literally came up with it while half asleep. She thought it was grammatically wrong and kind of hated it, but that slogan transformed diamonds from just another pretty rock into the must-have symbol of eternal love. It's like if someone convinced the world that you can only propose marriage with a supreme brick, and it worked so well that now people feel weird if they don't buy a diamond ring. The moment we all stop playing this game, their value would drop faster than a hot potato. Your grandma's precious diamond ring would be worth about as much as the plastic ring in a cereal box, because unlike gold or silver, diamonds have almost no resale value. Try selling your diamond ring back to a jeweler. They'll offer you pennies on the dollar. Number 7, your credit score. This made-up number controls your entire adult life. Want to rent an apartment? They check your credit score. Buy a car? They check it. Get a job? Some employers check it. It's like a permanent grade. But instead of being based on tests, it's based on how good you are at borrowing money and paying it back. We've created a system where you have to go into debt to prove you're good with money. That's like having to eat junk food to prove you're healthy. The whole thing only works because everyone agrees it works. Banks believe in it, so they use it to decide who gets loans. Landlords believe in it, so they use it to pick tenants. Employers believe in it, so they use it to choose workers. It's a giant game of financial make-believe. The company that invented credit scores, FICO, just made this up in 1989. Credit scores are younger than The Simpsons. Before that, getting a loan was based on whether the banker liked you. The calculation rules don't make sense. If you use too much of your credit, your score goes down. If you don't use any credit at all, your score also goes down. It's like losing points for both eating too much and not eating enough. You can have a perfect payment history, never miss a bill, and still have a bad credit score. Meanwhile, someone else could have declared bankruptcy a few years ago and have a better score than you. We've created a financial caste system based on a number that's about as real as your horoscope. But because we all believe in it, it has very real consequences. Number 6, the stock market. The stock market is basically the world's biggest multiplayer game. Those numbers you see going up and down only mean something, because we all agree they do. Take Tesla's stock price. It's worth whatever price it's at right now, not because that's the real value of the company. It's worth that much because enough people believe it's worth that much. Back in 2021, a bunch of people on Reddit decided GameStop stock should be worth more. They all bought it at the same time, and the stock shot up 1,500% in 2 weeks. The company didn't suddenly become 1,500% more valuable. Their stores didn't start selling gold-plated PlayStations. Nothing about GameStop actually changed. Just people's belief in what the stock was worth. When everyone believes the market is going to crash, they all start selling their stocks. This makes the market actually crash. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like that old cartoon where the coyote runs off a cliff, but doesn't fall until he looks down and realizes there's nothing under him. The stock market is kind of like that. It works fine until enough people look down. And as long as enough people keep playing, the game keeps working. Number 5, expiration dates. You're standing in your kitchen, staring at a yogurt that expired yesterday. According to that tiny date stamp, this yogurt transformed from perfectly fine food into deadly poison at exactly midnight. But here's the thing, that date is basically made up. Except for baby formula, expiration dates aren't even regulated by the government. Companies just print whatever date they feel like. It's like they're playing a weird game of pick a number with your food. And get this, these dates have nothing to do with safety. They're about peak freshness, which is corporate speak for when this will taste the best. But we've all been conditioned to treat these dates like they're handed down from the food gods. The moment that date hits, perfectly good food gets tossed in the trash. About 40% of all food in America gets wasted. And a lot of that is because people think expiration dates are actual expiration dates. That's like throwing away $1,500 worth of food per family every year. Back in the 1970s, people were freaking out about food prices. So Marks & Spencer, a British store, started putting dates on their food to show customers that it was fresh. Other stores saw this and thought, hey, that's a great marketing trick. Now we've got sell by, best by, use by, and about 50 other confusing labels. Each one means something different, but we treat them all the same, like a death sentence for our groceries. The funny part is, your nose and eyes are way better at telling if food is bad than any printed date. But try telling that to someone watching you eat expired yogurt. They'll look at you like you're playing Russian roulette with dairy products. That's the power of collective belief. We've all agreed these random dates mean something, even though it makes absolutely no sense. Number 4, art. A banana duct taped to a wall sold for $120,000. An artist named Maurizio Catalan taped a banana to a wall, called it Comedian, and someone bought it for more money than most people make in 2 years. Now you might be thinking, I could do that. And you're absolutely right. You could. But if you did it, it would just be a banana on a wall. When Catalan did it, it was art. It's like high school all over again. The popular kid makes a joke, everyone laughs. You make the same joke later, crickets. It's not about what you do, it's about who you are and who says it's good. Take Jackson Pollock. His paintings look like what happens when you give a toddler too much sugar and some paint. But because the right people said it was genius, his paintings now sell for millions. One of his paintings, called Number 17A, sold for $200 million. Someone paid $200 million for what looks like a paint store explosion. In 2016, a cleaning lady at an art gallery in Italy threw away an art installation because she thought it was actual trash. It was literally empty beer bottles, confetti, and paper scattered around the room. The installation was valued at over $10,000. If tomorrow, all the major art galleries, critics, and collectors decided that paintings of dogs playing poker were the height of artistic achievement, those $2 flea market finds would suddenly be worth millions. It's not about the art. It's about the story we all agreed to believe. Number 3, the weekend. Weekends only work because we collectively believe in them. If everyone suddenly decided Wednesday and Thursday were the weekend instead, that would become the new reality. The concept of a weekend isn't written in stone or coded into our DNA. It's just something we all agreed on, like money or the rules of a game. Back in the day, people worked pretty much all the time. The only break they got was for religious worship. For some, it was Saturday, for others, Sunday. Then the Industrial Revolution happened, and factory workers were basically living at their jobs. 7 days a week, sunrise to sunset. Factory owners noticed that tired workers make more mistakes, so they started giving workers Sundays off. Then they added Saturdays, because surprise, surprise, one day wasn't enough to keep workers from becoming human accidents waiting to happen. Henry Ford, yes, the car guy, played a huge role in making the weekend a thing. In 1926, he gave all his workers Saturdays and Sundays off, but he wasn't doing it out of the kindness of his heart. He figured if his workers had 2 days off, they'd need something to do with their free time, so they'd drive around in their brand new Ford cars. Genius marketing, if you ask me. Once Ford did it, other companies had to follow. Because their workers were asking, hey, if Ford's guys get 2 days off, why don't we? It's completely made up. In some Muslim countries, the weekend is Friday and Saturday. And in some places, they're experimenting with 4-day work weeks. The weekend is basically a mass hallucination that we all buy into, but because we all believe in it, it works. Stores plan their sales around it. Movies time their releases for it. Your entire social life probably revolves around it. Number 2. The doctor's white coat. Your doctor could tell you to do a handstand while eating spinach to cure your headache, and you'd probably consider it. But if your friend Dave suggested the same thing, you'd look at him like he's crazy. The difference is just a piece of white fabric. The doctor's white coat is basically a superhero cape for smart people. Scientists tested this out. They had people wear white coats and do some brain tests. When they told the people, this is a doctor's coat, their performance improved dramatically. But when they told another group, it's just a painter's coat, nothing happened. Same exact coat, different results, just because of what people believed about it. The white coat is so powerful that even fake doctors use it to scam people. A guy in Florida convinced people he was a doctor just by wearing a white coat and carrying a stethoscope. His patients gave him great reviews. They said things like, best doctor ever, while this guy was probably Googling how to do surgery between appointments. Number 1. Waiting in line. Imagine you're standing in line at the grocery store. You've got your cart full of stuff, and there's this unspoken rule that you'll wait your turn. There's no physical barrier stopping you from cutting in line. No security guard making sure you stay put. Just an invisible agreement between strangers that we'll all wait our turn. The moment people stop believing in this system, it falls apart completely. We've all seen this happen, maybe at Black Friday sales or during panic buying. When people stop believing in the line, it turns into pure chaos. Different cultures have totally different ideas about what a line even means. In Britain, queuing is practically a national sport. They'll form perfect lines even when there's no obvious reason to. Scientists have actually studied why we wait in lines. They found that we're okay with waiting as long as we think it's fair. That's why those snake-like lines at theme parks work so well. When everyone's in one big line, no one feels like other lines are moving faster. But the moment someone cuts in line, that sense of fairness breaks, and suddenly, our caveman brain kicks in, and we are ready to fight over our spot. Some places have figured out clever ways to make waiting feel better. Ever notice those mirrors near elevators? They're not there to check your hair. They're there to distract you from waiting. Studies show that if you're distracted, waiting feels shorter. Next time you're standing in line, you're participating in a massive social experiment. One that only works because everyone around you believes it should. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.